We mounted all our field devices and routed our cables down, and we're ready to run them through our enclosure. We're going to use the same CES connector from Phoenix Contact that we have previously shown you in a video, and there will be a link in the description including it and a lot of other resources to help you as you're learning to build panels. And we also in there have video on cutting holes in enclosures. And we talked about different ways, such as using a plasma, using a cutoff wheel, and using a jigsaw. And I was not happy with the cut that I did with the jigsaw. And honestly, I have never been happy with it. I've always used a cutoff wheel, but opinions may change, but also our situation may change. So previously, we mostly built our control panels at our shop. We had a separate area where we really could let dust fly. We're recording this video series for you in our training center. And no, I can't let dust fly here. Right outside of the video is all of our trainers, and I can't have dust on those. So we'll have to use the jigsaw. And I want to talk about the issues that we did have. If you recall from that video, there were minor scratches in the enclosure. And even though this is the backside of an enclosure, that's not acceptable to me. So a few things that have changed, and I'm going to try to do better, is first of all, I am using this Ratal enclosure. And it didn't seem like a big deal at the time, but it does have this little bit of crinkled finish, and it does cover up scratches better. It's still not acceptable to put minor scratches in it. And if you did not watch that video, we do have the plastic on the bottom of our jigsaw. That wasn't good enough either. So in that one, we put blue tape on, we laid it out, and yeah, it just ended up with minor scratches. We also experimented with duct tape, and it left residue on the cabinet, and by the time you cleaned it off, it just wasn't acceptable either. So I'm actually going to try a combination of a low residue duct tape, and then I am going to put the painter's tape over top of it. And I'm going to start by trying to keep my mess down. I'm going to put some paper here, put a little tape to hold it. And then I'm going to tape up a good amount of where I am going to be cutting at. And be sure to give yourself plenty of overlap. Tape is cheap. And if you have really good eyes, this could be good enough for you. But I'm not going to be able to see the Sharpie against the gray tape. And that's why I'm going to put the painter's tape over top of it. Then I've got my marks here. And I'm just going to draw the inside of this. And then I'm going to check a couple things. One, we want to make sure that the jigsaw isn't actually digging into this. So it is going to be raised up just a little bit while doing it. And you're going to check with this, but also check inside the cabinet. Make sure there is not a wire right in the way. Because trust me, your blade sticking out this far, you're going to think that wire is this far away when it's actually this far away. Now, we haven't actually installed the enclosure in the cabinet, so it is all clear on the inside. Then I'm going to drill 4 holes to get me started with my jigsaw. Then get you a good quality metal cutting blade and just take your time while you're cutting through it. So I accidentally bent the bit, so we will have a really good gauge to see if it marked up the panel. And that's why also be sure to have spare cutters on you. Well, let's take the tape off and see what it looks like. And 100%, I will say that there is not a single mark. Even where I jabbed the panel accidentally, where I bent the blade right here, it is perfectly smooth and no dust. So a combination of low residue tape that keeps the stickiness from getting all over the panel and our painter's tape. That way, for those of us who can't see Sharpie against the gray, we can still see to make a good cut. That will make a really nice professional cut. Now, I still need to trim this up. And I will say, even though these CES connectors, really, by the time you put everything on, there's no way to reach it. Go ahead and take a little time and trim this up. That way, if somebody needs to take that connector apart, they don't end up cutting their finger. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying this series. And if you happen to be coming in and you didn't catch the beginning of it, then here's a playlist with some other great tips.